Philly sports, love and pain. I'm Dave. That's Kenny.
Meow daddy.
Kenny wants to open this show with a fucking special announcement.
It's very special. Near and dear to my heart. I am going to be a father. I did it.
Woo! Let's
It's
go.
yeah, we did it. And honestly, it's scary. And the hormones, they don't tell you about that in sex ed. Let me tell you about that.
Hey, listen, to be fair, I told you.
Yeah, you did. And you and everyone else.
Yeah.
Nah,
Congrats.
she's thank you. She's been great. So we're in our second trimester and well just starting. So I'm not doing shit. I just show up. But yeah, so I wanted to get that out there. I think it's might be public knowledge the most, but yeah, I did the deed. So join the club.
That's
33.
awesome, man. Congrats.
Thank you,
How do
thank
we
you, thank you.
how do we top that? I know. Let's argue about M&Ms.
Oh, you want to rip off the rip? I'll battle you to
Oh
the
my
end.
god. You're fucking insane. So for those of you who don't know,
Are we going right in? You want to do this right now? Because this could be.
what I mean,
Look, Dave grows a mustache, and now he thinks he's aggressive. It actually looks. It's a good fit for you.
it's coming in a little bit.
Yeah.
Little Hulk
Your wife like it?
little Hulk Hogan situation. Yeah, it's going good so far.
Yeah, she likes it.
Yeah, daddy. No, listen, look, we'll circle back on the M&M situation. For
Yeah,
those of you
'cause
who
I
don't know,
feel
though,
like
we will
it's
come back to
aggressive.
this. We're going to come back to this. I swear that Reese's Pieces, or Reese's Pieces, as I call them, so near and dear to my heart, are goaded over any M&M product.
Oh my god!
And there's been some
slamming.
egregious shit coming over to me through text. So we're gonna have it out. We're gonna talk this out, and we're gonna fucking argue, and we're not gonna agree at the end, but it's gonna be fun. So stay tuned. But first, we should probably dive into the NFL, right?
So let's just take it game slot by game slot. We'll end with the Giants Vikings game, so we'll flip flop those two.
So let's talk about how much fucking football I watched this weekend.
Dude, I watched every fucking snap, and I'm not
and
mad.
like an unhealthy amount of football this weekend.
There's nothing there. No. I
And
disagree.
placed an unhealthy amount of bets on it.
Dude, I had a banner fucking day on Saturday, and then
So
I
did I.
scared the shit out of myself and didn't bet again. Because
You got cold feet. Well, that's good because I got hammered on Sunday, but then I came back.
you know what I mean? Like God came down and said, "Oh, you think Geno Smith's gonna get 2 touchdowns? You fucking idiot!" And then he said, "Let there be light, bitch," and I got it, and that was a nice little payday. But anyway, long story short, yeah, I didn't touch it again. After
So
Saturday.
so let's talk about it. Let's start. You want to start with Seattle? We're not going to like dive into every game, but we're just
No,
gonna
we
kinda,
should tickle taint it.
yeah, we'll chatter on it. So Seahawks at San Fran. Going into the game, everybody pretty much expected San Fran to mow them down. For the most part, it looked like that was going to be the case, but then the second quarter happened. And the Seahawks started turning some heads, and they actually went into the locker room at halftime with the lead.
Turn the beat around.
And then the Niners were like, "Fuck that." Their D only gave up 6 points the whole second half.
So here's the thing, like Geno Smith, he's good. Is he a starter in the NFL? Yes.
Yeah,
Can he steal you one playoff game? Yes.
maybe.
But the rest of it, that's what you're gonna get.
I
with
mean,
Geno
listen
Smith.
though, when you have Kenneth Walker and he's going to develop more, and you have DK Metcalf, like you can. I mean, just that Tyler Lockett, you can steal a game. It almost don't matter who your quarterback is with those guys.
I agree. But he's not gonna do anything that will get you a win.
He's not going to steal one. No,
No.
not like that. Just by himself. No way.
And the game went as we expected. I don't think, honestly, like everyone's still sucking Brock Purdy's dick. But I mean, like 100 of those yards were a quick out screen. Actually, more than that.
Here's the
Because
thing, man.
CMC had one and Debo had one.
this is the reason why people make the statement, which I hate, and this is a dumb statement, but the system quarterback thing. This is a part of the reason why people fall into that trap of that statement. The statement's dumb, but yak is a thing, and let me tell you,
I love the yak.
When your longest target, you got 74-yard bomb, you got 31, 33. That right there, that's 3 passes that added up to 100 and
Half of the yards
100,
he got.
yeah, like 140 yards. So yes, they're yakking it up. And listen, can you talk shit on Purdy after that game? No. He threw for 330 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, protected the ball.
He absolutely did what Geno Smith needed to do. You know what I mean? To steal a game. And I'm not saying the Niners needed to steal the game. You know what I'm trying to say, though?
Yeah, well, yeah, I do. And the weird thing about the Niners is that they're touted for their D, right?
Yeah.
But their offense is like no slouch, dude. That's something that just their offense in general. I don't. You can say it's scheme. You could say it's talent. You could say it's Brock Purdy if you want to. I don't know, whatever you want to say, but they score points, man.
Yeah, well, it's helpful when you have Debo and CMC
and Kittle.
I forgot about Kittle,
and then you have Ayuk has come alive out of nowhere.
Yeah, I mean, no, he's been coming on.
He's been average.
Yeah,
yeah.
And that's not and they have other pieces. Listen. The Niners are like the Cowboys to me. Like, they are very good. I still think the Eagles are better than both of them. And if they do end up upsetting the Eagles, well, we only have to play one of them, right? If one of them does upset the Eagles, I will bet you that the Eagles shot themselves in the foot along the way, somewhere, somehow.
Yeah, you're jumping the gun a little bit. So
yeah,
so yeah, I mean, CMC was nasty. I mean, he had over 100 yards. He looked like he shot out of a fucking cannon.
He's healthy again.
Every carry.
He's healthy, so the league's on notice. You know what I mean?
Yep. And defensively, I mean, they had a good game. They had a solid game. I don't know how many sacks they had. I think it was like 3. I think that's what I see.
Okay.
3 sacks. They only gave up 330 total yards. I mean, that's low.
Bro, they are very similar to the Eagles D, though. The numbers are so close. That's why I don't understand how anyone can be like, oh, the 49ers have the best light years best defense. And I just disagree. Like, I'm not taking anything from them. Do I think they're probably better? Maybe. But if you look at the statistics and the stats, it's 1 to 5 yards. What are we judging here?
What, and are you looking at like team averages, or what are you looking at?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So yeah, we can argue if we end up having to play the Niners, we can argue about that later. But I really don't think that their schedule has done them any favors as far as like proving that they actually are good.
Yeah.
But so they won, and by the way, I mean, just for the record, I don't know. I think that this might be because of the last game is in account, but that shouldn't matter. It's still an average. The Eagles are the number 1 defense in the league as far as yards per game.
Yeah, that's what I knew. It was fluctuating, like 1 or 2.
Yeah, like they have the Niners. Yet people are ranking them below the Niners.
Dude, no one likes the Eagles. And again, this whole thing, right? This whole entire conversation happens after the Chicago game, right? The Eagles are unstoppable. Eagles are the best team since sliced bread. Like, you know what I mean? Yada, yada, yada.
Yeah, you're kind of getting into something I want to talk about because we can like touch it though. All of this negativity and all of this doubt that everyone around here has all started with one situation. And it was when they found out that Jalen Hurts was injured.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean,
no, I mean, there's nothing more to say to it. That's 100% it. And then, like, you fast forward and they're like, he didn't practice 3 weeks before the fucking game. Before he only played the Giants, and then he didn't practice for 2 more weeks.
He's gonna forget how to throw a football.
Yeah, you guys are fucking dumbos. Listen, keep it simple. Listen. If you put those 2 teams against each other, and I'm talking Giants now, Giants Eagles.
Look, we talked about one playoff game, and we're already talking about the Eagles.
I know this is what happened. What do you think? You put those 2 teams next to each other. Show me where the Giants are better than the Eagles. Show me. Show me in any of the categories.
Show me the money.
Seriously, show me. Name me one. I sent it to you in a text message. There's one area.
Jake had a great answer.
What was it?
Or was it you?
Probably me.
Punting.
Yeah, that was me.
That was you. Yeah.
It's the only thing. They punt better than us, and who gives a fuck?
Oh, he's got more practice.
That's true. And well, all right. So listen, we're gonna go back to the Eagles.
Yeah.
What's the next game?
So yeah, Niners handled Seattle. They scared them, but the second half was a runaway freight train, and San Fran took it. The next game was the big one. The Chargers at the Jags.
Come on, man. First off, let's talk about Al Michaels.
Oh my God!
Did you hear what he said?
Well, I know, he was annoying the whole game.
He's like, well, it was hard for me and Tony to show any energy in the first half. It's your job. It's your fucking job, bro.
Literally.
And then he said, well, you guys know me. I've been in the broadcast booth forever. And I don't need to show excitement because the play shows the excitement. That's not how it works, Al. Albert. Is your name Albert? Like, what a statement that is.
I hate to say it, but they usually do a pretty good job of molding it or melding or however you want to put it themselves. It's kind of both words, but on TV. But you know what's starting to happen? His boomerisms are starting to come out.
Oh, you mean like the Merrill Reeses?
Basically, because he doesn't do it. But these TV guys, when they start to get a little too old, they start to, get a little chippy, and they get a little boomer, and it feels like that's what's happening. It's time to go, Al.
I'm confused. Like, hey, you did Amazon games, so go fucking back to Amazon. Secondly, NBC had nothing else, no one else that could do it?
No one else.
Or do they only have Tirico and Collinsworth?
That might all be all they have for football.
Hey, guess what? If you're going to spend a lot of money to broadcast these fucking games, and they do spend a lot of money to do it, get yourself a fucking B crew.
Seriously, dude, they could poach Dan Orlovsky and fucking
I'm not even mad about Al Michaels, because you know what you're going to get with Al Michaels. Tony Corpse. See what I mean? Tony Dungy was a corpse.
Tony Corpse. That wasn't even on purpose, and it was so good.
He was fucking brutal, man. He just didn't.
He was late, dude. Talk about being late with stuff. Like, he was out of it. I don't know what was going on there.
Al would be like, "Hey, Tony, what do you think?" He'd be like, "Oh, I snoozed off. I snoozed a little off. I'm sorry. I think they caught it."
Oh God. What do you think, Gene?
The game was fun though.
Is it Gene on that one or what?
No, he was in the booth against.
Was he with Tony?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because he was like
Jim Nance and Tony. Yeah,
he was like slurping up on Tony when they went to the broadcast.
Both of them were like, Tony's like, I'm really making a case to have him sitting next to us next year.
Yeah,
just calm down, dude. Put your wood back in your fucking pants. Anyway,
I can't. Dungy was the call. They were like, all right.
I can't understand how Justin Herbert is your quarterback and you give up a 27-0 lead.
Well, because they stopped fucking running the ball.
That is something I don't understand.
They stopped running the ball. I mean, that's the only reason they lost that game.
But like,
And Doug.
I know. Listen. You can't.
No way they beat Kansas City, right?
I don't know.
Stop.
I don't know.
Do you know what the line is?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
65.
No, it's 8. Yeah. See, that's like within the range.
There's no lines on. Oh, there it is. It's 8.5.
Mm-hmm.
See that, like, it's funny about that, right? Like, you go 8.5, and then I'm like, and then I see the Eagles. I see the Eagles at 7.5, and I'm like, they're gonna win.
There's no fucking way.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
So how do they come back 27-0, shock the world, and you missed an opportunity because in our little side pool, I thought your team was the Chargers. No,
yeah, it was.
You could have put $3 on that money line.
Oh shit!
And you could have made all your money back.
More than that.
It was plus 8. It was 18-1 at halftime.
Why didn't I think of that? I mean,
well, because you probably thought you would be wasting $3. That's not, you know what I mean?
That's half my problem is that like a $3 bet, I scoff at that. I ain't doing that. That immediately gets a $25 piece.
Yeah, like if you put $3 on that, you just turned it into like fucking, I don't know, 55.
But it is a really good point because if I just put $25 on the Jaguars money line, I would still be alive in the other pool, and I would have lost the money on FanDuel, and then vice versa. I would have.
You could have put $25. You could have put $25 on it, and you would have won fucking way more.
A buku bucks.
You would have won $450 on $25.
I'm sorry, $4.50.
$450 on $25.
I don't think I've ever seen a playoff. Every game was good except for last night.
The playoff weekend was lit, man. I mean,
one of the best that I've seen in a long, long time.
That was impressive. It really was. And two of the games looked like they were going to be shitholes, and they ended up not being it. Like that Chargers game, and then the Vikings game. The Vikings game looked
the Bills. The Bills were up like 17-0.
That's true. The Bills jumped out too, but you kind of expected that a little bit, with
Skyler,
with the home crowd. Yeah, Skyler's that quarterback. Like he's going to take some time to figure it out. But it felt like they were going to come back too. It felt like they had them on the ropes, man. The Dolphins had the Bills on the ropes.
Well, that was like the biggest thing I saw. The lack of coaching decisions, lack of knowing what the fuck you're doing with the clock.
Dude, how many deep balls did the Bills throw?
Well, that's what I was looking at the other day. Like
every other fucking throw is fucking.
What are you thinking doing that?
They're throwing like 3rd and 1, and they're throwing a fucking 45-yard bomb. Like, what are you doing?
They don't. Bills are beatable, brother.
They weren't that impressive. They won.
They haven't been for a while.
And they also scored 34 points. So like
do it for tomorrow.
They scored 34 points, and they won. But it wasn't an impressive game. I don't know. It's hard to even fucking say that because I'm looking at the stat sheet and I'm like, you're an idiot. Stop talking right now because like they had 215-yard receivers. Like
yeah, but that doesn't mean much. So maybe
it's pretty impressive. Maybe
the D is what we need to talk about then. Not being impressive.
The D is not. They are not.
I just feel very, very confident in any AFC opponent but the Kansas City, and just because they're annoying.
Yeah, I don't know. They're good, man.
I know. So Jaguars down by a lot. 4 interceptions. Trevor Lawrence. Kudos to him for figuring it the fuck out and not being a mental midget like Wentz would have been. Wentz would have been crawled up in Doug Peterson's ball sack because he's a fucking pussy.
Pussy.
So kudos
Totally
to them,
true.
man.
Totally true.
Jags are going to be a problem in a couple of years.
Yeah, I agree. I actually agree with that.
Maybe
I
next
think
year.
Next year is their year to really make noise, I think.
Good for them.
So yeah, they pull out the dub at home. Then you got the Bills game.
If Jalen Waddle steps up and makes any plays, they probably win that game. And for everyone that was like, Jalen Waddle is better than Devontae Smith, suck on these balls because that ain't
wrong,
true,
bitch.
I've never seen a ball hit Smith's hands and it drops to the ground. It happened.
I mean,
three
listen,
times.
they were defending him pretty good.
I don't care. I have eyes. Okay.
The Hills have eyes.
Ugh, what a movie.
They made like 18 of them.
The Hills have eyes at your local coffee shop.
The Bills they're good. That's it. You know, they're good.
Winnable team though. Beatable team.
Beatable, and you don't have to go to Buffalo, which is big because they have a nice home field advantage up there.
Gonna get all them Cardinal fans.
Then the next game was the Giants and the Vikings. Turned out to be another good game. It really was.
There was
Kirk
no
Cousins.
way. When I watched that first drive though, and again, I've been on the Giants beating the Vikings. I don't know, and again, I was scared to bet it, but
when you watched the first drive though, how are you feeling?
Yeah, like the fuck. Well, and that's the thing with like, and again, I've been saying this. You know, Justin Jefferson can put up all the fucking yards he wants to during the year. Where the fuck's he at in the playoffs?
I'll tell you what. That dude when he gets shut down, he gets fucking shut down.
Yeah, like, he ghost.
He goes ghost. He really does, and it's like, you know, it's a big spot. Your team needs you, dude. You only have 47 yards and no really big impact plays.
Kenneth Gainwell has more career playoff yards than Justin Jefferson.
That's wild,
right? Like you wouldn't expect me to say that.
No, it's pretty wild. But they beat themselves, man. Their game plan was horrendous. Like watching their play calling was just so bad. They were putting Kirk Cousins in some terrible positions. Like that dude can't run anymore. Like
or ever.
He can never run like a real running quarterback. No. So Vikings are gone. Skull this.
Just a joke of a franchise, really, and it couldn't happen to a better poverty franchise than the Vikings.
And the Giants move on.
Are you really scared about the Giants?
Let me talk. All right, so let's just like pause there and let's just talk about the rest of the playoffs because we can come back to that. So Bengals fucking squeeze a fart and barely beat the Ravens.
They look bad.
Woof.
Yeah.
They did not look good. Their offensive line was horrible.
Oh my God, it's Bills Bengals.
Yeah. You didn't
I didn't put it together. No, I did, but I didn't really I didn't think of the magnitude of it.
Yeah.
I mean, the playoffs are shaping up exactly how you would want them to do as an Eagles fan. You know what I mean? Like, just let the juggernauts take each other out along the way, you know?
And you knew that would happen to us, obviously, to a certain extent, because, you know,
well, in the AFC,
right? Because they are the juggernaut in the NFC. That's just the bottom line. They are.
I was more. Could you imagine if we had to play Dallas this week?
I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want that.
No, and this is gonna sound disrespectful, and I don't mean it like that, but like you need the Giants as a tune-up game.
That's where we're at, huh? Oh boy!
No, I don't mean it like that. Like, I mean it as like.
Wait, we didn't talk about the fact that Tom Brady needs to retire.
Oh no, we're not done. I'm just saying. All I'm trying to say is that I just don't. The Giants are beatable.
I agree.
And I'd rather play them than any other fucking team left in the playoffs.
So the other team that did win this weekend was the Cowboys.
Saquon Barkley looked really good too.
He did.
He's back.
He's back, man. He's got to get paid.
And the other Vikings literally are dead last in every defensive category.
Horrible
so I want to
defense.
hear that fucking noise.
Horrible defense.
Terrible.
Tampa Bay, terrible.
Ugh.
Terrible.
Wait, we didn't finish the Bengals.
Oh, we skipped them. They looked bad, dude. They just looked really bad.
I think John Harbaugh, is that it?
Harbaugh, yeah.
Is that John or Jim? Who's Jim?
John. Right? Now you got me confused.
Yeah, it's John.
I think it's John, right?
I think John has worn out his welcome in Baltimore.
Nah, they're gonna move on from Lamar before they move on from him.
Crazy. Look at the Sixers.
Oh, I agree 100%. They should not do it.
No, they've in the last 8 years they've won one playoff game. Do you remember before that? Like people were like, "Fuck the schedule, fuck." Now everyone's like, "Oh, the Ravens." Oh,
yeah, you're right.
So and then I didn't like what he did to Melissa Stark, and I don't even think she's like that great. But like, bro, you have to do it. So answer the fucking questions and don't
I didn't see that.
She's like, "Do you think we'll see so and so tonight, the backup quarterback behind Huntley?"
I did see it.
He's like, "I guess we're gonna have to see how the game goes."
Yeah, you got all up in you there.
Yeah.
They just didn't look. They didn't look good. They were good enough to win, and that's all that matters. They got a lucky. I mean, I guess you never really can say anything's lucky, but this was fucking lucky. Huntley throwing the ball up over the goal, trying to get up over the goal line, and fucking fumbles it right into dude's hands, and then runs it back fucking 98 yards.
I am a friend,
and that's the game, and that's the game breaker, like right there.
Oh yeah, and I'm a fan of J.K. Dobbins. Like, kudos to you for calling out your fucking team.
Yeah, it was fucking
honestly.
Good.
He's probably gone though too. I think he's a free agent.
So that might be why he did it.
Yeah, and I don't blame him. Like that is bullshit. Like I don't understand why quarterbacks. I don't understand why coaches in the NFL overthink the goal line in the playoffs. Just fucking run it at least twice in a row with your power back up the fucking middle. Do a little fucking outside left, little outside right.
I don't know, man.
Do a fucking option. Do anything but what you're doing. And then when it gets to third down, because you know what I mean? Like most of these times and most of these games, they're going for it on fourth. If it's 4th and goal from the 1, they're going for it, especially the Eagles. I mean, they're notorious for this shit.
Yeah.
So you have 4 plays to make it. Run the standard 2 plays. Okay?
I agree.
Try it.
I agree.
And then on third down, you can do your fucking stupid little pass. All right?
Mm-hmm.
And then 4th down, power run. Why is this so hard?
I don't know. But you know why, dude? Because everybody is writing the power running game out of their playbook. That's why.
Honestly, I would love for the Eagles to bring a fullback. Could you imagine a fullback on an RPO?
I was thinking the same fucking thing the other day, man.
I would love a fullback on an RPO.
Turn Stoll into a fullback.
Well, we know he definitely can't fucking catch.
Right? So pound that fucker. Pound his head. Let's go.
I'm with you.
But something I need to talk about that was directly relatable to this Cincinnati game because it is in it. So I read a stat from Next Gen Stats on Twitter, and it said, how close was Tyler Huntley to crossing the plane with the football?
It was bad, right?
According to the chip in the football,
yeah,
the closest the ball got to the end zone was 0.6 yards. So,
wait, 0.6 yards?
Yeah, so he was within the last yard to the.
No, I understand that, but he's still half a yard away.
Oh yeah, still half a yard away. Yeah.
What are you fucking thinking, brother?
Oh, terrible decision. But what really got me thinking when I read that was, wait a minute, there's a fucking chip in the football.
Yeah, and there's chips in the birds.
This is bullshit. Why are we not using the chip to know when a guy breaks the plane all the time? Why are we like, oh, there's indisputable video evidence. We can't see when the ball crossed the fucking plane. There's a fucking chip in the ball and we're not using it. What?
The chip is not for NFL purposes. It's for analytics.
Is that not the same thing?
No, like it's for stats.
So the NFL, like I said, is knowingly choosing to not use a fucking geolocated football that knows exactly where the goal line is and when it crosses it. And they're not using that.
Why would they?
Where the fuck are we right now? Are you kidding me? Like, how are they not using this technology? It's insane.
Well, I mean, it's the same thing as why did we have a ref chase Joey Bosa 7 yards off the sideline and say something, bitch? And then Joey Bosa was like, Trump. Flag. That was crazy, though. Like, that ref should not have been able to bait him like that.
No, he should not have.
Joey Bosa needs to be smarter. But the playoffs were wild. And then we don't even need to talk about the Bucs Cowboys. The game was pitiful. Cowboys look really fucking good. But again, Tampa Bay's got a weak offense. They can't fucking run the ball. You know, I look like an all-star when I have to bid a little tiny job compared to a big fucking job. You know what I mean?
That like the defensive line had zero, like was not touching Dak. Like
Vita Veda.
There was times when he was looking at his like fourth and fifth fucking options. Those touchdowns to Schultz were like literally like fourth or fifth reads.
We them boys.
Fuck them boys.
It's been so long since they won a playoff game that I forgot how insufferable they are.
You see Michael Irvin up there fucking slobbing on Jerry?
Oh, what's that Django Unchained? What's Samuel L. Jackson's role? Because that's fucking Michael Irvin. That's literally what it was. It was fucking terrible, man.
It was terrible.
I'm looking up there. I've never seen so much fucking Botox in a booth in my entire life. Every single woman in there was like Leatherface. They're like,
I know, literally. Yeah.
Clarice.
Push the lotion in the basket.
Staying alive.
Oh, the Dwight Schrute, the gif.
Oh my god.
Goat gif right there. I sent that to somebody this weekend. I don't even know why. Wow. So here's the thing with the Giants, man.
What did you say?
I said, so here's the thing with the Giants.
Are we doing it?
Let's go. It's time. Danny Dimes.
It's time. I just chipped my fucking tooth. Jesus Christ.
Oh, no.
Every week I get a beard hair or a tooth chip.
Danny Dimes.
The pride of Duke.
Was taking some fucking smacks, dude, in that game.
Yeah, here's the thing.
They ran him like they didn't fucking give a shit.
I expect Hurts to do the same.
But he's running speed options and shit off the front.
Yeah.
Like
Dude,
what is this? Is this Texas? What am I watching right now?
I mean, I don't listen. I'm not sitting here saying that Danny Jones is an elite quarterback. But what I will say is
Saquon did.
Yeah, he's got to. I think he's fucking good. I think the Giants have a guy.
He's good sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, how bad are the Vikings, though? I mean, they're terrible.
That's what I'm saying. So, Danny, first of all, so you have a Giants team that is like, you know, they're good. They're not like great, and they're definitely
ready.
They're definitely not elite.
Ready?
Yeah.
Quarterback's better on the Eagles. Running backs are a wash. Wide receivers, Eagles. Tight ends,
Eagles.
I don't even know who the tight ends are for the fucking Giants. Line on both sides, Eagles. Although the defensive line on the Giants is pretty good.
Fine, even if you call that a wash.
Fine. Secondary, they're good. Adoree Jackson is really fucking good.
It's close.
And that other guy is good. The
Yeah.
The other corner
dude.
or safety, whoever, I can't remember his name right now.
I think you're thinking of that safety. He's like a little smaller, but he's fast.
Yeah. So like you could almost say I think the Eagles have a tinge better secondary because they have all 4 pieces, and if Poowater plays,
But you have to give special teams to the Giants.
Oh fuck yeah! You can give the special teams to anyone.
So recount. What did you do there? Like, did the Eagles come out on top?
Yeah, I think so. So quarterback. We're not counting a wash, right? Like wash is wash. So quarterback.
That's not a wash.
No, I know. I'm saying running back. So quarterback Eagles, wide receivers Eagles, offensive line Eagles, defensive line wash, linebackers probably a wash. I think the defense. I think their defense is good, but the Eagles' defense as a whole unit is better. It's hard. Eagles are a better team. Eagles win the thing, even in this stupid little fucking case study we just did.
Yeah,
because you could just wash out most of it. Because if it's a wash, the other areas are so much different. Like you have a second team All Pro who should have been first team All Pro, but everyone's still sucking the cock of Mahomes. So think about that. Hurts is a second team pro. Just back the Brinks truck up, baby.
Oh my God, he's gonna get paid so much money.
They should have fucking signed him during the season.
He's gonna get paid so much money.
That's all right.
But we don't need to talk about that.
No.
So I agree with you. I think that the Giants defense is good. I do.
It's better than when we played them.
But they're not great though.
No, they got some nice. Dory Jackson's really good though.
Oh, they have some really good players. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The entire Eagles offense is better than theirs. You could make an argument at running back.
What? Saquon's better than Miles?
No, you could. Yeah. Like Saquon better than Miles. That's not really like a big fight, I don't think. But this year, statistically, it kind of is.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's okay. Let's put it this way: if you had the option between Barkley and Sanders, you're taking Barkley. I would think 10 times out of 10. But this year, Sanders
knowing what you know right now, I don't know if that's true.
What do you mean?
Like knowing what you know right now, what Miles has done this year and what Saquon has done this year, like you're no brainer going Saquon.
I kind of think so. I don't know. I
probably would too. He's a more physical runner. You know, like Saquon is more of a pounder, but he's also elusive.
Neither of them can catch out of the backfield. I'll tell you that much.
That's 100% true. So like the big
we have the Eagle. We have giant killer Boston Scott. Which here's my advice: do not take a touchdown on him for big money. If you think he's gonna do it, that's fine. I think there's no way. Those guys are sick of fucking hearing Boston Tea Party Scott running all over him.
Yeah, but there's nothing they can do if the Eagles are on the 2-yard line and they throw fucking Scott in there, he's gonna score.
Oh, you're confident.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
But here's what they're gonna do, and this is I'm talking about the first time. The first time they get down there, and if they have a short yardage situation, too long to do the the sneak up the middle thing, too long for that. They are going to fake the handoff to Boston Scott, and they are going to run Hurts.
Yeah, probably. I would agree with that.
That's going to happen.
Do we think it was disrespectful for the Eagles coaching staff to watch film and eat pizza from Pizza Hut?
Disrespectful to the city?
Dude, the Giants fans are losing their fucking shit over this.
I know, like why? Okay, so I don't even really know the story. All I know is that Twitter was blowing up today with like Pizza Hut house, like an old Pizza Huts. Like when they go out of business, it's still like it was a Pizza Hut.
That.
Like those buildings, and like they're like the house that Sirianni built. Like what is going on?
So basically, the Eagles team watched the Vikings the coaching staff watched the Vikings Giants game at the Eagles facility, and they ordered stuffed crust pizza from fucking Pizza Hut because Sirianni had a craving, and apparently that's disrespectful. Oh, they don't take us seriously. What the fuck are you talking about? This is why no one likes your fan base, because you guys are fucking uneducated Jersey trash cans.
No one out pizzas the Hut, Kenny.
Yeah, no one out coaches the Nick.
Wait, so what's the beef? I don't even see it.
They don't.
Is the beef
exactly.
just that they ate pizza while they watched the film? What's the beef?
Yeah, I guess. It's just fucking lunacy. Like, this
They,
is the problem.
they might normally eat pizza when they watch the film. It's so stupid.
This is the problem when teams that don't know how to get to, when they get to the playoffs, to know how to act.
Fuck the Eagles. Yeah, I heard that.
I'm a big fan of Eli Manning too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for him to come back.
Come back.
Oh, he's going to the game, he said.
Oh, he's going to the game. Okay, I got
Yeah,
it.
he promised that he would never go back to Philadelphia when he retired.
That's kind of funny.
I don't blame him.
Well, let me tell you something.
I think there's more people in Philadelphia right now, because he's on, he's a media person now, that don't give a shit about Eli Manning and his past.
I agree with that.
Why did anyone even hate Eli Manning?
He
not
has
like
like he has like a hateable face.
Yeah, I know, but it's not like they carved us up. It's not like they beat us in some playoff games or
No, it was like
anything
always
that
some
fucking mattered.
fluky weird shit.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I never cared about the Giants. They've been a joke, and they're still a fucking joke. We swept them. We're gonna go 3-0 against them. And by the way, I'm sick of these fucking people.
Oh, please drop that knowledge.
Fucking sick of it, people. This teams that are 2-0 against them in the regular season struggle against them in the playoff. That's not fucking true. 18-8. That's a .692 winning percentage.
18-8.
18-8.
So yeah, and that stat was based on the teams that go 2-0 and are hosting the team for a third time. Like the third game is a home game, I think is what that stat was.
Yeah, I don't think it fucking matters.
It doesn't matter.
The Eagles lose on Sunday. If the Eagles shoot them
Saturday,
whatever. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, it's all the same. That's what I think of that.
That sounded like a soundboard fart. The only way the Eagles lose at any other games this year is if they beat themselves.
I agree, man. 100%.
Like, I don't care who's in front of them. They can beat any of these teams, man. And I think that they win this weekend, and I think that they win by 10. It might be more than 10. I do. I do. I think it.
I don't like that.
Why not?
Because, I mean, if anything, from this last weekend, like, the playoffs have been spicy meatballs.
This don't mean nothing. It does not mean anything. This is a common problem with people, the way they think. Just because of something that happened last week does not have anything to do with this week, especially other games.
I'm just saying that the playoffs are a little, they're not as like.
I know they're usually tight. I know
tight,
but
tight.
when you see a line that's over 7, it's a nod. It's a little head nod. I'm just saying, man. They could end up winning this game by 20.
Oh my, Sheba, you hear this shit? Sheba, come here.
Is that really that fucking outlandish? I really don't think it is.
Dave thinks they can win by 20. 20 points. That's a lot of points, man. I mean, I hope I'm wrong. Well, that's a lot of fucking points.
I mean, I'm not saying go bet Eagles minus 19.5. I might do it.
Yeah, I know you might do it because you're a psycho.
But I just don't think that the Giants are good enough to beat the Eagles right now.
Well, and again, like, super wild card weekend. there are some teams, and we've already determined this, that shouldn't make the playoffs. You know?
Yeah, but this year it was not as drastically bad. I feel like,
Wow.
right?
It
Like
was.
last year with the Eagles and the Steelers, it was like,
No, it was eye opening. But I mean, you could make the same argument like the Bucks shouldn't have won the division, and they shouldn't have. You know,
yeah, I guess it feels different when you win the division. But I hear you.
it's like a handout. You know.
Well, I think that the Eagles win this weekend. I really do. And it wouldn't surprise me to see it tied or even they might be down a little bit at halftime. It wouldn't surprise me
No, I agree. I agree with that assessment. I think
because they're a little rusty. They could come out fucking firing on all cylinders. I don't know, but I would lean that they would come out a little not firing on all cylinders and sluggish.
you need to look at and see if what's his face, if Lane Johnson's kind of like a big key in all this. Like I think Hertz is pretty good, like health wise. You know,
Yeah, he was a full participant today.
they wouldn't just give him that the notion if he wasn't right.
Yes.
So I think the way of the Eagles is through Lane Johnson.
And what are you saying? That if he doesn't play, that they have a chance to lose?
Not this week. No. This week, I would almost argue is a guaranteed win.
Oh.
I don't think by 20. I don't think by 10. I think it's going to be closer than we think, but I think they win. Your problem is, how's Lane Johnson going to feel next week? Because if you really think about it, the conference championship, and Jay said this, is like the only one you really need to worry about it because at least if they get to the Super Bowl, they'll have more rest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, well, I mean, honestly, if they get to the Super Bowl, so this weekend is the 22nd, they'll play again. Oh, no, they play on the 21st. So this weekend will be the 28th. And then, bro, they're off for until the 12th. That's a long ass time.
Yeah, 2 full weeks.
I mean, that's incredible.
Well, 2 full weeks of being off to not play a game. Really not 2 full weeks off because there's a lot of bullshit in there.
Yeah, but I don't. He's not taking hits.
No, yeah, for sure.
So
Physically not being.
Jason's 100% correct when he says that the championship weekend is the weekend to watch out for.
Because
just because of rest.
Well, and that's exactly why I think that the Giants just aren't going to have enough this weekend because they got fucking pounded last week, and dude,
and
Daniel Jones ran the ball 17 times, dude. 17 times. And he got hit almost every time.
I know, and that game took a lot of energy out of the Giants.
Yes. Energy, emotion, physical, mental, it's all there, man.
Yeah.
If they come here and they look stellar in the first quarter, like that's an issue.
Yeah.
That's when
I don't see
alarm bells are loud. Ring a ding a ding.
Ring a ding a ding a ding.
Ring a ding a ding.
Ring a ding a ding a ding a ding a ding a ding. I don't see how the Eagles lose. I just don't. I'm trying to play it in my head where I'm like, okay, this is how this could happen. I just don't see it.
Jason says Birds minus 34 and a half.
I definitely don't like. I don't like the idea to think that they'll win by double digits.
Lane Johnson, Linval Joseph, Robert Quinn, limited participants today. Avonte Maddox, DNP.
They were saying that it would be a long shot for him to play this week, but looks good to play.
And that's what I would do. I mean, I wouldn't push him to get out there this week if he's not.
Would you dress him?
Not if he's 100%. If he's not 100%, if it's not 75%, I'm not trusting him. Like I need him to be if he's just like in pain a little bit, yeah, I would dress him. I wouldn't play him.
It's fair. And honestly, like I was kind of thinking like if they're down, but like the corner, that slot corner is not changing the game. Like, you know what I mean? Like at halftime, if they're down like 14, putting a Maddox in doesn't swing at 14 points.
Well, where were they lining up that dude that got all the yards? Was he the slot receiver?
Who's the dude that got all the yards?
Hodgins.
They moved him.
So he was just moving all around?
Yeah, and did you see his ankle
Yeah.
before the game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know he's. I mean, I guess he's good. I don't know. I have no idea who the fuck he is
He had 105 yards.
on that ankle. That thing is gonna be limiting.
All right, so like they're just like stack against them.
I know. I get it, dude. Listen. I've been doing this long enough.
Why are so many people in Philly though quitting on them on the Birds though? Like they're not even saying, "Oh, I'm worried about the Giants." They're like, their problems are legit with the Birds. It's so dumb. It makes no
Okay,
sense.
I will give this to you. You ready?
It does not make any sense. People, get a dog.
This and Jason, if he's still listening, can chime in, yes or no. This is just like when Carson Wentz got hurt. Nick Foles came in last 3 games of the year. We looked like doo-doo dog shit. Nick Foles looked like he was completely fucking useless. There was conversations about benching Nick Foles for I don't even know who the backup was. I can't even remember. Who was? Oh, Sudfeld.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking blow me, people. So then we went into the playoffs, and then everyone was like, oh, Jesus Christ, they can't do anything. They can't do. And then he fucking balled out. This is the same exact situation. Hurts is hurt. They can't lock out what they needed to lock out, so he had to play. Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is. And they haven't played in a little bit. Like they really. And the Giants game, people are crazy to me. Like Nick Sirianni knew there was a good possibility that they were going to play the Giants. He knew it. Right?
Why are you saying that?
The Giants were locked into the 6th seed, correct?
Why are you saying that he knew? Because like if Minnesota wins that, then they play the Tampa Bay.
Of course,
playoffs.
but I'm saying he knew what we all knew, that Minnesota was frauds.
Okay, I got you.
Like I think that he really truthfully believed that they had a good shot of upsetting
Okay.
the Vikings. So like, yeah, dude, that playbook looked like some Pendale fucking Squires bullshit.
It did.
So like what that's what we're all worried about. Like muscle memory is like, oh, last time we saw them they looked like shit. Who fucking cares? And the secondary, the people were like, oh, Kenny Galladay got one over on Darius Slay. Did you see that catch? Yeah, I think almost any wide receiver that makes a catch like that is going to get over whoever the corner happens to be.
Yeah, I mean that was a 1 in 1,000 for him.
So we need to stop doing this slightly stupid shit where we're all like, oh my God. This is 2017 Eagles all over again. 100%.
You mean as far as like the panic factor?
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
100%.
I agree completely. I don't know why people are like so worried about that, about what they saw in any of the games that Hurts didn't play or the one where he did play and they looked vanilla, quote unquote. They won the game. They did what they had to do to win the game. And, that's it. Move on,
It's just silly. It's like propaganda. And then you got the national media. It's all the shit.
And all
Same
of the
shit.
national media people are fucking hating on the Eagles, dude. Like none of them think that the Eagles are any good. So weird.
Yeah.
Fucking 4 weeks ago, they finally were like, oh my God, the Eagles are legit. And now all of a sudden it's like, nah, come on, man. Whatever. Dallas doesn't even have a fucking field goal kicker. Dude misses 4. What the fuck is that?
So this ML football, I don't know if
Oh, that's not real.
did you see it?
No, but ML football is like a spoofy account, so you can't really trust anything he says.
Okay.
What did he say?
He has Jalen Hurts ranked the worst quarterback left in the playoffs.
Yeah. Okay. he hasn't ranked that, or like he shared somebody's ranking.
He has him. remaining quarterbacks left in the. I don't understand the Jalen Hurts hate.
Why? How is that possible? The guy was going to win the MVP in the football. He was going to win.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's again Wentz all over again.
That is another fucking Wentz parallel for sure. It's so bizarre, dude. It's just
Not
weird.
as bizarre as Ivan Pro not doing warm ups because it was LBG, ABCDEFJ day. He refused
So
to wear
he
the pride.
protested. He protested and didn't do warm ups.
Correct.
Oh my god, dude! What a the shit that people like. It's so stupid, man. Seriously.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Well, on that note, Eagles win, Kenny. The Eagles win.
Listen, we can't overthink this game. We cannot. We can if we get to the I keep wanting to say the national championship game. I don't know why, but it just keeps trying to come out of my mouth.
Yeah.
If we get to the national championship game, aka the NFC championship game, then that's when you start doing this like, can they beat the Niners? Can they beat the Cowboys? Are the Cowboys better or the Niners better? But right now, in the divisional round, what is in front of them? Don't be stupid. Don't overthink it. Look at it for what it is.
What's in front of them is a mediocre, banged up football team that they
I
need
agree,
to they need to
100%.
manhandle and destroy. They win. I think they win by 14.
Oh, now we've moved it up 4 more points.
I'll say 14.
14. Give me 9.
Maybe.
I know.
I know.
Fucking way. No fucking way.
I'm not saying that this game's going to be a blowout. Like, I'm not saying that they're going to that the Giants aren't going to be able to score and they're going to win 31-10. Like, I'm not saying that. I just can see it. I could see it, being they're up 7 in the fourth quarter, and then, Danny Dimes throws a dumb interception and they get the ball at the 25 and they punch it in for another 7. You know what I'm saying? Like one of those where you win by 14, but it really wasn't 14. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
That's what I think could possibly happen. That's why I'm saying 14. I just don't see them losing. And if they lose this game, let's just touch on that before we move on. If they lose this game, what is that even like? How? Where do we stand?
One good thing will come out of this if they lose this game.
I don't know. What is it?
Angelo Cataldi will be off the radio.
He's going off the radio anyway, isn't he?
Yeah, once the Eagle season's over.
Oh, okay. Is that what the deal is?
Yeah.
I mean, seriously. That's nightmare fuel right there.
I don't even want to speak it into existence.
Well, we're not going to do that.
But if they do lose, I'll tell you what. This is a bold statement. If they don't win the Super Bowl this year, I said Super Bowl, they're fucked. I don't care how much of a wizard Howie Roseman is. They have way too many fucking positions that need to be signed, and they can't get enough money there. At least if you win the Super Bowl, you go, all right, we're gonna suck it up and give Jalen Hurts $45 million,
$45,000 a second.
Yeah. And I think they have to sign CJGJ, and then everything else they can figure out. We've already talked about the casualties. Like Hargrave is probably gone. Sanders is probably gone. We can go down this fucking list again, week after week after week. So it's too many holes. So like that's my problem if they don't win. Like it's a colossal failure of a season. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not sitting here saying it's not. But it's also you got to look forward and go, holy shit, the off season could be a major fucking issue, and I think it will be. And I don't think you can trade draft picks for fucking cap space. So if you can't do that, I don't know what you're gonna fucking do.
If they do lose, it puts a damper on many things, not just our mood.
It's gonna ruin my Hawaiian trip.
They're gonna have a lot of no, will not. It maybe like for the flight.
Just me against the window.
And then when you step off the plate, when you step it'll be when you first hit a beach. I think
It'll be all good.
everything kind of changes. You reflect. You're like, yeah, you know what? Jalen Hurts got better, and you start fucking doing that bullshit.
I'm worried about what they're gonna do, and
I'm telling you, the Super Bowl, or at least a Super Bowl appearance, gets you some discounts.
I agree. Kaiser White, pack your shit. We're done with you.
I hope N'Kobe's ready. Honestly,
I think he is.
that's what I want to see.
So that's what I mean. I think, dude, I don't want to say this, but I think they need to sign TJ Edwards.
He's balling.
I don't know what he's worth. Seriously,
I don't either.
I couldn't give you an estimate. I couldn't.
No, I
if
have no
you
idea.
said gun to my head, what do you think?
I would definitely say something.
He's not worth $10 million.
I was gonna say 8.
Yeah. I mean, Roku. Rokon Smith just signed for like $45 million.
Oh.
But I mean, he's like, he's like a fucking stud.
Mm-hmm. So what's your prediction, Kenny?
What, for the game?
Yeah.
65-50.
Whoa. Barn burner.
Yeah. 35-24. Eagles.
35-24, and you just got done telling me that you can't see them winning by double digits.
I can't.
Oh, fucking hell, I love it. 38-24. 38-24 is my final.
Boy.
I might even bet it. I might even bet 38-24. Just to put $3 on it and have fun. $5, whatever. Yeah. Let's go. Birds. Go Birds. I'm not worried at all.
You can't be.
No, we could sound like complete dipshits next week, but we don't play any.
I'm worried.
I'm just saying,
I'm worried.
We don't play the game. So at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what the fuck I say.
Wow.
But here's something though. You need to explain to me how in the world you think M&Ms are better than Reese's Pieces.
Oh, it's not even fucking close.
Like, what is it that possibly makes them better?
Reese's Pieces has the ugliest color scheme I've ever seen in a fucking candy.
Coming from a Flyers fan. Anyway.
Oh, how dare you? Orange and black is sick.
What's wrong with the fucking... They're literally the colors of peanut butter.
Yellow? What peanut butter are you eating that's yellow?
It's not the peanut shell is kind of yellow, brown.
Oh, don't even try to do this fucking popsicle stick fucking defense system.
You're talking about colors right now? Are you fucking kidding?
M&M's offer.
Are you a Dallas Cowboy fan too? Because you like the star?
I wish I was. You can get so many more flavors in the M&M department. Pretzel, crispy,
the fuck
peanut
about
butter,
that.
caramel, mocha, fudge brownie. I can go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. It's just a better fucking candy. The peanut butter M&M is better than the Reese's Pieces.
No fucking chance in the world.
100%.
The red bag M&Ms are fucking poverty, great value Reese's Pieces.
Oh my god. Dude, look in the fucking mirror, you piece of shit. I can't believe this shit. If you put a candy bowl in front of anyone, people are taking the fucking red bag 10 times out of 10.
No fucking way, dude. There's no way.
Yes.
I wish we had like 10,000 more followers on Twitter so we could actually put a poll up.
Bro, no one. They're not a good candy. I mean, they're fine candy. They're okay. Okay. Are you eating the Reese's Pieces or are you eating the Reese's Cup?
Cup.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, cup trumps, right? Cup is Cup
and
is king.
Cup trumps M&Ms. You can't. There's one M&M that is worse than a Reese's Pieces. One.
Which one?
You know which one? The Dookie Brown bag.
Oh, the regulars, the regs.
Yeah.
See,
fine.
but this is okay. But this is part of my argument, though. That's an M&M.
Your point.
You're talking about all these fucking bullshit flavors that have only existed for fucking 5 minutes. When I'm talking about M&Ms.
I would take a peanut M&M over a fucking Reese Piece.
I don't understand you. What is the
It's
fucking
delicious.
what is the problem you have with Reese's Pieces? Is it the candy shell? The taste different? Is it the peanut butter taste? Like what is it?
I'm just not here for it. I think the peanut butter M&Ms are light years ahead of Reese Pieces.
Oh my
Close.
god.
It's honestly, it's so egregious. Okay, so like in football terms, the peanut butter M&Ms are the Eagles and the Reese Pieces are the Giants. I'm passionate about this, like, because I've been saying this for a long time.
No
that
fucking way.
M&Ms,
You're wrong, man.
M&Ms are the goated candy. They're goated. Anything you fucking want. They had a chocolate chip cookie M&Ms just recently.
Okay, but you see, this is the same argument that you make about Chex. The reason why you goat Chex is because there's so many different flavors. You're just a flavor person.
And anyone else is wrong.
Oh god, it's so funny.
I mean,
I don't know anyone. I don't know anyone else.
I've never been to a Wawa and been like, oh my god, yo, they got Reese Pieces in the bag, bro.
You're insane. Like, how is that not possible? Do I take that bag and eat the whole fucking thing in one mouthful?
The peanut butter M&Ms are creamy
Oh
and delicious.
god, disgusting. Disgusting. Holy shit. Incredible.
You're fucking wrong. They don't make fucking chocolate chip cookies with fucking Reese Pieces in them, do they?
Yes, they do.
They do not. The most common thing you see are M&Ms in them because M&Ms are the goated fucking candy. Anything you want, bro, you can have it in an M&M. Sperm-filled M&Ms.
You're crazy. You're just fucking crazy.
I'm not. I'm right. They're a fine candy, but they're not even the best peanut butter option out there.
What's better than those?
We just talked about it. The Reese Cup is better.
Oh, you mean just peanut butter in general? Okay.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, Reese Cup is king.
And I don't even think there's a knockoff great value version of a Reese Piece. That's how bad they are. There's not even a knockoff. No one's even tried to copy the pieces.
What does that matter?
Yeah, man.
You know what that means? No one else tried to copy a Reese Cup.
Absolutely. Justin's Reese Cups. They're delicious, by the way.
Oh, that's completely different, though.
It's not. There are tons of other Reese Cup options out there.
Yeah, but they're not good, though.
That's not true at all.
Most of them are not good.
Name me one.
A Reese Cup. If you get a generic Reese Cup, it does not taste.
That suck cock when you open them. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, if you get a bad one, they suck.
And you know it as soon as you pull that little stupid fucking wrapper up and it leaves the trail on it, you're like, fuck, this one's gonna suck.
You're right. It's true.
There is nothing, dude. I will lose my shit in a hornet's nest if we get a fresh batch at work. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, you open the one and it slides off and it's glistening. I'll be like, I'm a madman.
Dude, I used to crush those things out of those fucking fundraiser boxes, man. And they were always good. They were always good ones in them fundraiser boxes. They got the
Is that what,
like,
the Carmelos?
There's still some oil in there. Yeah. Carmelo.
That candy too is good.
I can't believe you. I can't believe you. I don't hate M&Ms. I just don't think they're better.
If they were so good, McDonald's would have a McFlurry after them.
Okay, what about Dairy Queen?
They don't.
They have fucking Reese's Pieces.
Only poor people get them.
There ain't no poor people going to Dairy Queen, bro. Not these days.
Wow, you know.
Inflation. Anyway, Reese's Pieces. Goat.
Trash.
Do you want to talk about the Sixers?
I want to talk about the Flyers changing their colors.
Yeah, so supposedly Kenny saw a story today that said that the Flyers are getting new jerseys next year.
So this is like, you know, when like companies put out something and it's been doing really well for so long and then it starts to tank, they'll come out and they'll be like, same great product, but new packaging. This is exactly what the Flyers. This is business 101. They are rebranding.
Yeah, but are they gonna just change the piping on the Flyers logo?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Tell me how you make a splash on that jersey. Changing the whole thing. Changing the color scheme. It's the only way.
Like they can't do that. I mean, they can do whatever they want. They can do
didn't have.
whatever they
Remember,
want.
they didn't. They used to have the black jersey forever.
I love that black jersey.
I know. I got myself a Claude Giroux one.
That black jersey's. Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, yeah, I guess they
could
could keep the color scheme, but like completely change the vibe of the jersey. They could do that.
I mean, there's not much harder than like black, white, and then orange lettering bordering. You know what I mean? Like, it's pretty good.
I know. It's why I don't know what they're doing. Like, I don't know.
It's probably gonna be something stupid. It's gonna be like a short sleeve tankless fucking jersey.
Can they get rid? They can't get rid of the logo, right?
It's a trash can logo. What is it?
But they
Flying
can't get.
puck?
They can't get rid of it though. It's a lot of things. It's also a P.
It's a
I think
P
it's.
if you
I
have
think it's
autism.
a. I think it's a flying P, right?
It's like supposed to be a puck and a flying. It. You know what it is the fucking people from Kensington voted for this thing.
Oh my god!
It was a fan voted thing.
Well, back then Kensington was probably a glistening nice place.
I got into an argument with my buddy about Kensington. I don't even know why he's defending it.
What's there to defend?
He's like, there's some nice areas in Kensington. I said, where? Tell me one thing people go to Kensington for.
I know one.
Drugs.
Okay. Yeah. The Flyers are going to make the playoffs too, and it's not making people happy. It's going to happen.
They're not making the playoffs.
I'm telling you. They're 500. I know, but they're not. I know, but they're not like 5-27.
Here's your bag of fucking Reese Pieces.
They're actually not. They're not 500. Or did they win?
They won the day.
So they're back to 500. Okay. Not counting the overtime losses. Because they don't count.
I mean, the Ducks are bad though.
The Ducks are worse than them. It's funny too. Everybody's on Twitter talking shit on the Flyers for because they were playing Boston. It's like, if there's a time we're gonna talk shit on them, it probably shouldn't be against the fucking Boston.
Yeah, who are really good. They have a chance to go over 500.
I'm telling you, they're gonna make the playoffs, dude.
How are the Red Wings doing?
What are the playoff standings? How far out are they? I think
on.
it was like 7 points. So
it's conference, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Top 8 get in.
Yeah, but you should have like a wild card or
oh boy, they are 2 points away from being in 8th place.
I see 5.
Yeah, I see 5. I was reading.
But still, 5 points. Like they're 5 points out of the playoffs. Like, and people were like, "No, there's no fucking way they can make the playoffs." No, okay, you're an idiot. They have like 3 months to get 5 points.
No one's beating Boston though.
Oh no! I mean, could you imagine if they leak into the playoffs number 8 and they got to play Boston?
I wouldn't watch.
Fucking bludgeon. So no, I wanted to touch on the Sixers thing before we make our picks on the NFL and get out of here.
All right.
I know. I think that I'm worried. I'm worried about Maxey. Gordy said I shouldn't be worried, but I'm worried about Maxey. I'm worried
he's coming off an injury.
I'm worried that he's coming off bench, and I'm worried that he doesn't like that, and I'm worried that he's gonna be like, "Fuck this, I'm out of here."
Oh boy. Torts confirmed that Provy did sit out the warm-ups because he did not want to wear the Pride jersey. Provy cited his religious beliefs.
Oh boy.
This is not going to be good.
Yeah. Oh. What do you want to say about that? I'm not touching that with 10 foot pole.
Okay, so I'll touch it. There's a time and a place, and you can have your beliefs, and that's fine. But there's a time and a place, and you have to show up and show out when it's needed the most. And I think it was needed for him to be out there. And I don't care what anyone says. You're making $7 million a year. I'm sucking dick.
um,
So you got to go with the flow, man. I don't like
right.
it. They're gonna trade him anyway, so that's why he was able to play. Like he probably would have been benched if they weren't trying to trade him. They're gonna trade him.
But what you're saying could also be said the same exact like way for the opposite way.
I agree 100%, but I'm not a professional fucking athlete, and when you're a professional athlete, the spotlight's a little brighter. So sometimes we all do shit we don't want to do. And for $7 million, again, I would do a lot of things. And considering that you're not a $7 million defenseman, you're more of a $2 million defenseman, and that's putting it nicely.
Yeah,
Because
he's kind of poverty D right now.
yeah, he's bad.
Um,
It's and it's like what's the NHL supposed to do? They're supposed to go, no, we're not doing it for the 3 people that have religious beliefs.
well, no, then they should be able to make the choice that he made.
I agree, and that's what I
Doesn't
mean.
it
That's what
doesn't
happened.
look
Right?
it doesn't look good.
No, I mean,
And
but
I
you
think
have
it's
to know that
petty,
when
to
you
be
put it
honest.
out.
I think it's petty.
Would it have been
Uh,
better for him to go out with a regular jersey on while everyone else is in the rainbow?
I mean, that doesn't look great, but I guess he
Is
could
it
have done
better?
that.
Like that's kind of like saying like I religiously don't believe in that, but I still support and stand with you,
Yeah, that would have been better, probably. Yeah,
right?
yeah, probably. So like not
And hey,
appearing makes it
I
worse.
this, but just because you wear the jersey doesn't mean you have to suck a cock. Okay, so like we're gonna take a deep breath here.
Oh, it doesn't. Okay, good.
Yeah, so
Glad we cleared that up.
yeah, just making sure everyone knows.
Um, no,
All right,
but
so why are you worried about Maxi?
because Glenn is running some different lineups and he's got Maxi on the bench. And Maxi still played 33 minutes. And did you see the clip?
What?
The video from Maxi. He's not happy about coming off the bench, and he's making statements like these, like, I believe that I'm a starter in this league, and I know that I can help my team best when I'm on the court. He's saying shit like that. That doesn't sound like Maxi.
What is
Gordy said I shouldn't worry about it, but I am worried about it
what
because
is the statistical advantage to not start him and play his normal minutes? There's
well,
no difference. If he's getting 33 minutes, why are we not starting him? Oh, I know why. Because Glenn is a fucking idiot.
I don't think that starting in the NBA matters.
It doesn't. Who cares?
Your
Nobody
minutes
cares.
matter. Your minutes matter though.
Bro, 33 is still a shit ton. What would he normally
That's starter
average?
minutes.
Yeah.
So I don't understand.
So
Like,
he's being a little bit of a fucking pussy and a
that makes me
baby.
a little nervous.
I don't know. I'm more worried about fucking Glenn is my problem because this team, which they're playing much better and they look like the part. You know what I mean? They're
Playing
getting
great.
into their yeah. But does this team still have a first round, second round exit on their fucking forehead? Glenn is the fucking coach. He is terrible. I don't care that they were on a winning streak. I don't care how good they've looked the last month. I don't give a shit about any of that. The longer Glenn is here, the worse it is for everyone because he's bad. He's not a good coach. Well, you guys don't get to call me fucking Glenn. It's Doc because I won 1 championship in 08. Like fuck out of here. Talk about it's like PJ Wellingham's leaving fucking award or Chicky and Pete's leaving awards in their bathroom that say like best crap prize in 2003. Like, oh yeah, congratulations. I was 13.
That's a great parallel.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just think that he's championship or bust, and it's this year. And if he doesn't win, he's gone.
So bust. So
They
now
they might have to get to the championship. If they get to the championship, he might still be here.
I can't. I haven't even watched any of it.
They're good.
I know.
They're good. Like
But
they're really good, and it
the
sucks
longer
that
the longer that Glenn's drove in the fucking sideline,
I know. I think that
I'm
that's
not
actually I think that that is keeping a lot of people away. I also think that the Eagles situation is obviously,
there's 100 million reasons why it's like that. Eagles are one, Doc is one. I still think people are still burnt out from the whole Ben Simmons thing, as though we're getting a little farther away from that, which is good. Um, and the injuries, man. These guys can't stay fucking healthy. Now they are.
they did all get injured. Harden's was not as major as Maxi's, but yeah, they look really good. So I think that they're going to be good. I don't know. I think that they actually might have they might make a run to the championship. I don't know. I don't really know what they would trade for at the deadline. That they kind of have like a nice team, and they have a nice bench when they're shooting. So
I have an idea.
what?
Trade for a coach.
First ever. All right. So listen, let's do our NFL picks for the divisional round and call
Do you
it a
have the
day.
total from last week?
I do, and you did pretty good, Kenny.
Yeah.
I was terrible. But these were not the picks that I made over the weekend. I almost didn't believe these picks when I looked at them. But I did do this. So, Kenny, you went 4-2.
Hey.
Your 2 losses. I gave you a win on the Bengals. We had it at 7, but I think some places had it 6.5.
Yeah.
But so I gave it a win. You lost the Seahawks plus 9.5. They almost covered.
Yeah, it was close.
And you lost Buffalo.
Fucking Buffalo.
I know. I lost everyone except for the Bengals.
Really?
Yeah. In the pod picks, yeah. I didn't bet on the Seahawks, and I didn't bet on the Chargers. Yes, I did. I did bet on the Chargers.
I mean, that's like a toss.
But I made it back. I made it back though because I texted you during halftime and I said, "Dude, they're gonna come back," and you were feeling it too. And I bet them as soon as I said that to you. So I made a lot of that back on that. Then it was a wash. And I might have been even a little positive there. I also had the Bills and I had the Vikings and Tampa Bay.
Woof.
Right, but I didn't bet that way. This is what making these picks, man. It's tough. It's tough.
All right, what do we got this week?
All right, Kenny. So let's do the Eagles game last. So we didn't even talk about the fact that it's a fucking 8:00 game and it's gonna be a shit show at the Link, dude. Holy shit.
And I think there's another game down there, no?
Is there?
Let me see.
Is there like a Wings game or something?
The Flyers are in Philly, or they're in Detroit.
Yeah, and the Sixers are away.
Okay, so maybe not. There's a Bon Jovi concert at the fucking Xfinity.
Disney on Ice. All right, Jacksonville at the Chiefs. The Chiefs are -8.
Give me the Chiefs to cover.
All right. Chiefs -8. Mahomie. Bengals at Buffalo, the rematch of the game that never happened. Just on a different field this time. It's at Buffalo. Buffalo -5. I thought that the Bengals, by the way, were going to destroy them on Monday Night Football.
I think they would have. Give me the Bengals.
Taking the Bengals. Do you think they win?
No.
You think the Bills just just barely eke it out, win by 3 or some shit?
Yep.
All right. And then Cowboys at Niners. Niners minus 3.5.
I like the Cowboys to win.
Cowboys outright. Plus 3.5. All right, and then the last game.
What's your number?
Giants come into town, have to take on the Eagles at the Link under the lights Saturday night. Eagles minus 7.5.
Give me the Giants.
All right, Eagles taking the
I hope
Giants.
I'm desperately wrong.
Even though his score prediction was Eagles 35, Giants 24.
Hey, this is a key to success. You never let them know where you're going.
Playing both sides. All right. I'm gonna take. I want to take the Jaguars so bad. I fucking hate the Chiefs, but I think the Chiefs are gonna roll here.
I think so too.
I think that the Chiefs are the better team if you look at it like that, and the Chiefs, they're just good, and
They're good.
And the Jags played that big emotional game. It's really tough to come back the next week. All the scripted things. I think the Chiefs probably win that by 17. But who knows? I will take the Chiefs minus 8. The next game is the Bengals at the Bills. I like the Bengals with the points. Maybe an upset there. Maybe. Because the Bills were suspect. The Bengals didn't look much better, though, so that should be an interesting game to watch develop. Cowboys at San Fran. I'm taking San Fran. They're just finding a way this year, and they have a lot of offensive weapons that is definitely going to test Dallas, because Dallas relies on that big pass rush, and I think that you can counter that with a guy like CMC. So I like the Niners minus the 3.5 at home, and I also like the Eagles at home Saturday night. I think they win by 14.
14. Ugh,
I do. Yeah, that's what I think. So Kenny, you had Chiefs minus 8, Bengals plus 5, Cowboys plus 3.5, Giants plus 7.5. I had the Chiefs minus 8, Bengals plus 5, San Fran minus 3.5, and Eagles minus 7.5. Any parting words, Kenny?
M&Ms are good.
Reese's Pieces for life.
Trash can.
Also, go Birds. And
it's your birthday.
I hope we're talking about an NFC Championship game next week, man. You should be.
Let's not overthink it. Eagles win.
Eagles win.
Eagles
Go do
win.
it. Go get it done.
Cool.
All right. Goodbye.